Hey, what's up everybody? Michael from RogueDeckBuilder.com here. We are playing with our Discard Devotion deck and playing another game. Hopefully the other one was very awesome for you guys to watch. It was very fun for me to play that one. We would like to be on the play, of course. No other way to get it. And I think we're going to keep this hand. We have a Bile Blight for removal. We can Soul Ransom a creature on turn 4. A little bit of a slow hand. But we have some removal to get there. Hopefully we can. It's a little bit tough. I sort of want to ship it, but we have some playables, and with 4 land, we can hopefully draw into some stuff. I really wish this Watery Grave was actually a scry land. That would have been nice, but it's okay. We'll just play Watery Grave tapped. We do not want to start losing life. And next turn we can Bile Blight if we need to slow him down, and then Soul Ransom one of the larger creatures. He will have enough cards in hand to discard, but the good thing about Soul Ransom is it does give us two cards. Gets rid of 2 cards from his hand, draws us 2 cards. So pretty good deal for there. Alright. There we go. Got a Plains. Liliana's Reaver, that's a pretty good draw for us. So we have the choice of either Soul Ransoming or Shrieking Affliction. So he has no turn 1 play. It's always good to see. We'll see what he has. Could be a white weenie deck, in which case Bile Blight will be very nice. Orzhov Control, it looks like. It's going to be a little bit rough. But I think the thing here is to get Underworld Connections online. We haven't took some early damage, so that's good, so we can start cashing it in. Plus, it does add Devotion, so hopefully we can pull into Phoenix or Disciple of Phoenix or something along those lines and start emptying out his hand. Nyxborn Shieldmate. Alright, so interested why he must have just drew that. So we have Thoughtseize. We have a couple of choices here now. I think we Thoughtseize. We're fine with taking 1 each turn from him. I think we just Thoughtseize. We leave mana up for Underworld Connections. We want some information. We want to see what he was working with. So it looks like this is an Orzhov enchantment deck. Alright. Fate Unraveler. Ethereal Armor. Ultimate Price. I think we have to Bile Blight him now. I don't think we want our creatures to be removed, so I think Ultimate Price is the way to go. Fate Unraveler sort of hurts us a bit, but we have ways to remove that. He can't play it. You can play it next turn. I think we want to keep our permanents on the field. If he tries to cast Ethereal Armor on Nyxborn, we can just Bile Blight it. Oops, that was a misplay on my part. I should have activated Underworld Connections in response. So I guess we're taking extra damage here. Not a good play on my part. Disciple, that's a good draw. So we can actually Soul Ransom. We could Soul Ransom his Fate Raveler. Although that doesn't give us mana to leave up for Bile Blight. Could Liliana's Reaver here as well. So he has like a Heliod, 2 Ethereal Armors, and one other card. I think an Unknown. I think those are all cards he wants, so I think Soul Ransoming here. It allows us to Underworld Connections as well. And you can't attack in with Nyxborn now, so that's always good. Now he's starting to take the damage from drawing, so that's good. Now he can't discard, but it does get cards out of his hand. That's what we start wanting. Unless he has another one. Of course he has another one. Alright, well this time we're going to pay a life in response. And we got another soul ransom. I guess we're matching draws here. So I think we just soul ransom again. It allows us to start putting pressure on. Hopefully we could pull into a Gray Merchant because that'd be really good right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We're one away from getting a Born Overlord online as well. So we could Disciple here, actually. Empty out his hand a bit. But I think Soul Ransom forces him to... It forces him to discard cards. And now to get both of his Fate Unravelers back, he has to discard everything. So we're going to swing in with his own Fate Raveler. He could discard, but he's getting rid of cards I think that he sort of wants to keep. He has 2 Ethereal Armors and Heliod, God of the Sun. So he's going to discard them. That's perfectly fine. It draws us 2 cards, so if we can draw into more removal to kill his Fate Unravelers, it's perfectly fine with us. So we have Shrieking Affliction. So we really need to start finding a Gray Merchant, actually. I think that's the best thing we can do. Now he's going to block here. I actually think I Bile Blight. Yeah, I Bile Blight his Fate Unraveler. It kills off his Fate Unraveler, and he's going to have to discard 2 more cards and empty out his hand, which will turn on Shrieking Affliction. So the final piece to this is pretty much, hopefully, drawing into... I mean, it kills off both of his Fate Unravelers, I guess. Wow, I totally misplayed that. I forgot I had a Fate Unraveler myself. It's okay. Oh well. Oh, that was a poor judgment call on my part. What I should have done was actually let the damage go through, and then do it and kill off both those Fate Unravelers. So we're gonna be taking a lot of damage here. I think I played this pretty poorly. But Gray Merchant is sort of what we want. So we really need to kill... So we can get a Born online. Hopefully race him before... Or we can play out Disciple and Liliana. I think playing out Disciple and Liliana sets us up for a better Gray Merchant. We could pay a life and try to find a Gray Merchant here. I think we want to get Shrieking Affliction because that's online. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I think we Liliana's Reaver here. Prevents him from swinging in with Fate Unraveler. So yeah, Gray Merchant will help us get back into this game, but we really need to draw one like ASAP. Probably gonna lose if we don't draw one next turn. So he's probably not going to attack. He doesn't want to lose his Fate Unraveler. It's perfectly fine with us. Let's see, going down to 4, does that change anything? I don't think it does. I think we really just want to... Well, let's see, actually. We draw a card, take 1 damage, so we're taking 2 each time we draw. That wasn't a good draw. dang. And we just drew our Gray Merchant as well. That sucks. That's too bad. Oh well. If we would have played down that Gray Merchant, we probably could have come back from that game because we would have been able to cast a Born Overlord as well for a butt ton of tokens. I think this was just a bad game on my part, especially with that Fate Unraveler play. I should have just waited till the damage went through and then killed off both Fate Unravelers at the same time. Oh well, what can you do? I think that we would. Yeah, that was just a huge punt on my part. I think we would have won that game if I actually did do that. So this guy is taking a very long time to win. And apparently he doesn't want to win so much if he's not hitting the OK button. Just enough damage. Alright, well, now that we know what we're working with, I think, I don't think Sol Ransom was quite useful in this. Underworld Connection, if we're drawing cards, hurting ourselves, I don't think that's what we want. We want Bringing Lifebane Zombie playing against a white control deck. Doomblizz and Dower of Hourflesh. Duress comes in. Oh, maybe not. I think we bring the Psychic Strikes though. I don't think I like Sol Ransom in this matchup. Take out a Shrieking Affliction. I think we take out a Thoughtseize. Let's see. Did we see any other cards that really was worth duressing? I think we can do that. Liliana's Reaver I think I like in this matchup. Born Overlord, I don't know how I feel about that one. Take out a Devour Flesh. And I think his creatures, especially with Ethereal Armor, might get out of range of Bile Blight. So I think we'll go down to 1. We'll just replace it with more hard removal through Doomblades and stuff like that. We'll see how this goes. And this is a really good hand for us. We got perfect amount of land. We got some removal. We got Shrieking Affliction, and we have Gray Merchant. So we would not like to mulligan this. I think we're just going to start off with a Shrieking Affliction. Because I don't think he has any ways of getting rid of it anyways. It also allows us to save up mana for later turns. So Doomblade doesn't kill Fate Unraveler, sadly, but he is playing other stuff as well. Ooh, another Shrine. Don't like to see that. If we start pulling to more permanents, can be pretty nice. Nyxborn Shieldmate, Spiteful Return. Alright, another card that doesn't interact with Doomblade. Liliana's Reaver is pretty good, although we didn't miss our land, so if we're going to play it, we're gonna have to pay Nykthos for mana and play another Nykthos and tap that for more mana to play Disciple. Not exactly the greatest use of Nykthos, but we don't really have too much of a choice. Or we could possibly, I think we play Liliana's Reaver actually. Start building up some devotion, as well as put some more pressure on him than Disciple of Phoenix. So we're going to be taking 3 damage each turn. Not the greatest. Hero's Downfall, that was a good one. We could just Hero's Downfall, or we can play Liliana. I think we just play Liliana, can block off Spiteful. We're going to be taking another 2 damage next turn, though. But we missed our land drop, so I am going to have to resort to... I can't have him out-aggress me. We're going to start building up Devotion to be able to play a large Gray Merchant, get back into the game, and hopefully pull into Born Overlord in the future, because we have Nykthos now that we can actually ramp into things, so that's always good. So Spiteful Return, probably not going to attack. Hopefully not, at least. Fate Unraveler. Luckily, we have Hero's Downfall to get rid of that. Doomblade. Don't really like to see that. Missed our land drop as well. So kill off Fate Unraveler. We can swing in. He's obviously not going to block with Spiteful. Because next turn he can swing in for 3. We'll go down to 13. He'll go down to 16. But I think we want to attack here. We want to start getting rid of his hands as well as it gives us more creatures. So unless he wants to give me a token as well as... Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, that's perfectly fine. So if he plays a white creature, hopefully... Maybe Doomblade wasn't a good idea to keep in this match if he's playing a lot of hybrid guys. Alright, Hopeful Eidolon. That's perfectly fine. Spear of Heliod. That's still fine. We can kill off Hopeful. And swing in for next turn. And there's our Abhorrent Overlord. We need to start drawing some mana, though. We're just going to Doomblade this out of the way just so we can get into his hand, as well as start producing us tokens. Hopefully he doesn't have any more black creatures, or too many more. Sadly, we have to watch out if he does leave up mana for Spear of Heliod. We don't want to kill off our Lily on his Reaver, so we can just leave him back on defense then. This guy takes quite a while to actually do things. Let's discard a card. We get a 2/2 token. So he took out Doomblade. I don't know why he kept those in. I think it was quite obvious I was playing a mono black. Alright, so there's another creature we can hit with Doomblade. So there's another Liliana's Reaver. So we don't have another land, sadly. And because we have a backup Liliana's Reaver, I think we swing in. I probably should be tapping my lands, right? Probably should be using Nykthos. We just want to put more aggression on him. And we still get to make him discard a card, which makes Shrieking Affliction much closer to being online. So that's fine with me. So still get a 2/2 zombie. Still has to discard a card. Oh, he took out a Hero's Downfall. Well, hopefully he has a backup one. I guess he's stuck on double black, but still. Fate Unraveler, that's fine. Alright, there's our other swamp. So now we Liliana's Reaver. Or actually, I think we Disciple here, honestly. If he attacks with Fate Unraveler, I can just chump. I just want to make sure he doesn't have too many things that can blow out our hand. So I think the right play is to just Disciple here. Especially while he's tapped out, just in case he has an instant or something. Because we can see his whole hand here. See what he's working with. Night Howler. Alright, so he's got Night Howler in his hand. That is going to be actually pretty problematic. So do we swing in for 2? I think we just swing in, get 2 damage in. Actually, no. Well, we'll leave back because we're going to just start chump blocking. Buy us some time so we can start hitting all the things we need. So luckily, Shrieking Affliction is online though, so he's going to have to either hold cards in his hand or play them. Which is what I really like about this deck, is because it forces my opponent to actually, if they want to do stuff on the field, they have to play their cards, but it makes Shrieking Affliction much more powerful. And we're fine with just taking 1 each turn. And we have our land, so we can play Liliana's Reaver, and then next turn we can play a huge Grey Merchant, or possibly just Abhorrent Overlord, and see how things go with that. So because he doesn't have too much going on, we're just going to Liliana's Reaver. And I think we're just gonna hang back. We don't have any reason to attack. He has no way of going trample or anything like that. We have enough ways to chump block Fate Unraveler, and we're fine with just taking 1 each turn. As opposed to him, where he has to actually start playing stuff now if he wants to start coming back from this game. But it does get him closer to Shrieking Affliction, so. Another Disciple. We could 2-4. Let's see, 2-4-6-7. We just Gray Merchant here for the win. 2-4-6-7. Because I don't think he has any way of getting life back right away. Pretty sure he doesn't. I think I might want to Shriek. Do I want to Disciple? Make sure he doesn't have any tricks that could help get him back. Well, let's see. How much mana can I produce? 5, 6, 7. I don't know. I think we just play a Boron Overlord, actually. See what happens there. You can get a lot of tokens out. Alright. He has nothing. Alright, on to the third game. So that was pretty good for us. Actually did get to play a Overlord, which is one of the reasons why I wanted to play it. So I think we do keep this. It did seem to work out, just having that extra removal. Doomblades did not interact too well with him, so I think I'm going to take out a Devour Flesh. Or take out a Doomblade, replace it with a Devour Flesh. I didn't see too many things in his hand for Duress, so no sense in bringing those in. Soul Ransom I still is a little bit iffy. It's a tough card to say. It's sort of hit or miss. I think we'll go with this. Maybe I should have brought in the Bile Blight, but alright, so this hand is going to be great if we start pulling into lands. We have a couple of draws to get there. We have Lifebane Zombie if we can just pull into one more land. So I think I'm going to keep this. It's going to be a little bit tough, but luckily he did mulligan to 6. Hopefully we can just start... Okay, mulligan to 5, so this makes our deck much more powerful. Shoulder of the Pantheon, that's perfectly fine. We have no multicolored in our deck. Devour Flesh, that was a good draw for us. It's not a land, but at least it's something we can play next turn. So hopefully if he doesn't play another creature, it can start doing things. Alright, looks like he missed his land drop. Hopeful Eidolon. Alright, ultimate price, that's good. But now we really need to start drawing the land. Shuffler, don't do this to me. Running 24 land, we should be able to hit stuff. We're just going to ultimate price Soldier. Brave. I should have saw that coming. I should have just played it on my turn. He did miss his land drop, though. Alright, well, here it doesn't really matter. Devour Flesh gets around Brave the Elements, but we're both missing land drops. So I guess we're sort of on the same playing field in that sense, but really need to start drawing to land. Just need to sacrifice Hopeful. That's fine. If we draw a land, we'll be in good shape. Didn't draw it. This is not looking good for us. Man, this hand would have been so good. So good. And he did hit his land drop. We want to slow him down. Got to Devour Flesh him, sadly. Spirit of the Labyrinth. Thoughtseize. Not what we want to see. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13... Or, sorry. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I Thoughtseize, we'll be taking 7 next turn. Oh, I think we're just going to lose this just due to not drawing lands. It seems like whenever I just take the risky hands, the game makes it so you don't draw what you want, just to punish you for taking a risky hand. But in reality, it wasn't. I don't feel it was that risky, though. And Devour Flesh. Alright, well that's pretty much going to be game. We'll play it out. I mean, if I draw into Devour Flesh, I'll get rid of Thoughtseize. If I draw into like another 2 mana removal, maybe like a Doomblade or something. And we're going to be taking 4 here. And even if I kill Spirit, Nyxborn's gonna fall off, so yeah. Not exactly ideal for us. Eidolon. I love that card. Nykthos. It's a land, but I think it's a little bit too late. Well, we'll give him the win. It was a good game, other than this one. Sort of sucks losing just to Shuffler, but I honestly felt that we didn't really keep that risky of a hand. I don't know. Maybe I was wrong, but with a 3-drop and still 2 lands that could play stuff, and I still drew into stuff I still could play, so I just feel I didn't draw what I needed to. Playing around that Brave probably would have been the right decision as well, but oh well. Good games. Well, that is another game for you guys. Sadly, we did lose that one, but second game was pretty good for us. Hopefully the next match will be much better. But I hope you guys enjoyed watching this, and thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a great day.